Drink this bead. Colonia Mall.
Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? She's a precious little white spotted cat named Muley. She slipped away when I wasn't looking. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's almost as old as I am, so I doubt she could have gotten very far.
A white spotted cat. Did you see one, Katone-san?
Yeah, but it was last summer.
My stars, really? Whereabouts might this have been? Thank you, dear, thank you. I'll go look for her.
The old lady left to look for her cat.
A white spotted cat named Muley. If you don't mind, Katone-san, could we help her look? It seems the old lady will suffer greatly if they remain separated for much longer. Yes, let's do our best. What's the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around comes around to hit you in the back of the head. That's it.
Aigis seems happy.
She could be so hungry by now that her stomach and spine are only a minute away. Or is that an instant away? Anyway, we should hurry. Hello, Muley-san. Muley-san, are you there? There's no trace of her. I can sense hostile reactions such as shadows, but this... I'm useless, aren't I? I'm sorry. I was the one who began this search. It's not working out after all. How could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? It's getting dark. We should return to the dorm for today. Thank you very much, Katone-san. It makes me happy that you took the time to indulge me in this.
Aigis is smiling. You feel that you understand Aigis better now.
I'll be going back alone today. I need some time to think. I'm sorry, and after you invited me out too.
You decided to go back to the dorm separately.
Oh, hey!
Did you know that Mitsuru-senpai and Akihiko-senpai went to take their entrance exams today? I can't believe they can concentrate with all that's going on. It's no big deal. I'm not going to give up. I suppose we are going against fate, but I want to do as much as I can right now. I don't want to give up on the future. By the way, if you're going to Tartarus, I'll go with you. There are 2 more weeks until the last battle. I can't forget that because of an exam. Wow, that makes me want to do my best too. Alright, let me go to the store. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Koromaru is always energetic. Watching him is soothing, in a way. Mitsuru is taking down all the posters she can find. There's no end to these. You did see all those posters on the way here, didn't you? There must be several hundred of them. Perhaps the temperature isn't the only reason I feel a chill. Well, our course is clear. We have to believe in ourselves and our comrades and push forward. Let's do this together. Thanks for getting me out of doors today. I needed a break. The air feels fresh out here. I've been tense, what with the college entrance exams to deal with. You spoke with Mitsuru for a while. Ruff. It seems Koromaru is done playing. Done already? Well, I suppose it is getting cold, so let's get on home.
Greetings.
And this is the last one. It's the third floor lounge. Koromaru is looking this way.
You know, future consultation is coming up.
Yeah, what are we supposed to say during all that?
Fukari and Yuka pass by. Fukari?
Oh, Kuro-chan.
Aw, if you sleep wherever you want, you'll catch a cold.
It's a dog. Why did I say Fukari? Agus is also here. She's looking at the camera.
What is it, Igus?
There's a miniature camera near the ceiling. It's been camouflaged. What? Does that mean it's been recording whoever walks past here?
Fuka and Yukari are also staring at the camera now.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you can check out anywhere in the dorm from the command room.
Does that mean one has been placed in each of our rooms as well?
I never thought about it, but probably so. I used the system last year.
Huh? Is that true?
Well, you need a key to use it, and I doubt any of the guys would dare look inside our rooms. If they did, I'm gonna kick the living crap out of them before Nix can get his hands on them.
Yukari-san, your vital signs are fluctuating. Are you in danger of dying of shame?
Anyway, we don't need that stupid system anymore. Let's ask Misuru Senpai to have it removed.
Yukari and Fuka ran off.
You're right. The camera's recording right now. Hello?
Hello. I'm honestly more of a Yukari and Mitsuru fan myself, but...
Let's get started. Zilka Zilka Besa Besa. Lately, there's been a lot going on in the world, but you shouldn't let it get to you. Common people are too susceptible to occult knowledge. The worst thing a magician can do is lose control. Always do what must be done and you'll be fine.
Wow, great advice.
Anyway, today's lecture is on the magic of Greece. Greece is known as the birthplace of Western philosophy and rationality, but the art of curses advanced right alongside them. Philosophers such as Socrates, Thales, and Plato were Greek, but
I don't know how to pronounce any of these. I'm not a Greek mythology nerd like some of you.
It was also the home of legendary enchantresses. For example, there was Medea, the passionate sorceress of Colchis. She was a witch who didn't hesitate to kill her brother or even her own children. Then there was Circe, daughter of Helios, who was an expert in both poison and medicine. Without Hermes' help, the legendary Odysseus would have been changed into a pig. These may have only been myths, but reading between the lines, you can see Greece's views on magic. Greek magic began to take shape around the 8th century BC. It was around the same time that the polis, or city-states, were developing. Like many ancient civilizations, they worshipped protector gods. There were temples that priestesses tended. These women would double as oracles. Gradually, however, these ceremonies were performed in secret rather than in public. The reason for this was the people's desire to monopolize the power of the gods. They copied the barbaric practices of legends, sacrifices, drinking, orgiastic festivals.
Yeah, what did you learn about in school today, honey? Oh, you know, orgiastic festivals.
Dangerous acts such as these became widespread. Apollo, Dionysus, Orpheus. These were the gods that they invoked when performing the rituals. Are you all listening? Don't cross the river Styx now, I'll test to see if you were listening or not. Get it wrong and your aura will shift, Shilka Zilka Besa Besa. Now, who should I pick? I choose thee, Katone. I mentioned 2 Greek sorceresses. One was Medea, who was the other? Very good, your aura is as clear as a mountain spring. It was secrecy like that which turned priestesses into sorceresses. Teachings originally meant to bring salvation to the body and soul fell into mere drunken orgies, luring people to the hideous path of immorality. necrophilia using babies for potion ingredients. This is where the abominable black arts began.
God forbid women do anything. Port Island Station.
Was that a cat's voice? Could it be?
There's a spotted white cat in the corner of the back alley.
Are you Muley-san?
Meow!
So you are Muley-san. I'm so glad. Kotone-san, let's go tell the old lady about this.
Aw, there. You seem a little skinnier than you used to be.
I imagine the cat is actually 2 size, so she's like as big as the old lady.
This little one's all I have left to keep me company. I was so lonely when Muley was missing. I don't know how I can thank the both of you.
Lonely? Is being by oneself lonely?
Oh yes, dear. When you get to be my age, you find that all the wealth in the world won't take care of you. Living alone is a dreadful thing. Some of my neighbors have delightful children, but they aren't interested in old ladies like me.
Miss.
Well, Muley, do you miss your basket and blankie? Want to go home now? Thank you so much, you two.
The old lady left.
It seems that living is something that can't be done alone. Yes, it's important to keep someone in your thoughts and to know that you are in theirs. To be able to contact them anytime and to touch them.
Ines has a mixed expression for some reason.
But I do understand one thing. I feel happy when I'm together with you, Kotone-san.
Ines smiles shyly.
However, I am still curious. If to live means to be able to connect with other people, how close to that goal can I come with a body like mine? Just kidding. I have been exceedingly timid lately. Is there something wrong with me, I wonder? We should start heading back.
You decide to go back to the dorm.
He's saying that he wants to go to Tartarus tonight. Koro-chan.
You really are our ally.
It's getting cold. I hate to even get out from under the covers these days. Apathy syndrome doesn't sound so bad if you really think about it.
I know, right? I could sleep all day and people would get all concerned for me.
I know. Maybe I'll try becoming one, just for a while.
Gekkokan High School, rooftop. You sat next to Mitsuru on top of the water tower. You don't need to worry, no one will come. My first abuse of power. You can see miles from here. Sometimes I come here to have a look at the place we're defending. I'm so sorry about what happened the other day. It must have upset you. I see. I must say, it's a bit embarrassing to hear you say that. Mitsuru seems very happy. Thinking back, those words I said to that man stay with me. I must have been seeing people only in terms of interest, according to whether or not they could benefit me. To tell you the truth, it was initially the same with you. You conveniently arrived and met my criteria to be leader. The others in Cs too were pawns for my purposes. Yukari realized that and snapped at me for it. But I never even tried to understand where she was coming from, even though that was exactly it. You opened our eyes and brought us all back together. Nothing is harder than facing every single person straight in the eye. No one could have served better than you as our leader. My judgment was correct. I have quite the eye for people, no? Mitsuru seems to trust you. Your relationship with Mitsuru has intensified. I didn't realize I was doing it, but last time I addressed you differently. As Katone. It's a bit embarrassing, so I'll address you as that only when we're together. Katone, you're outwardly adorable, and yet you have it in you to be stronger, more courageous, and more charismatic than a man. In the end, it was I who was most hung up on the concept of femininity. Because I am a woman, despite being a woman, it was just a way to excuse myself for failing. Watching you, I realized I'd become a coward. From now on, I will no longer allow my sex or my family name to shackle me. I am me. I have things only I can do, and I will accomplish them. I will never ask you to run away with me ever again. Instead, Katone, stay by my side, fight alongside me, live alongside me. Understand? The hours flew by as you talked with Mitsuru.
Hello.
Iwatodai Strip Mall.
Oh, that old lady. She is Muley-san's owner.
You follow Aig's line of sight. That certainly is Muley's owner. She is with a male Gecko High student. It's Ryuji! My boy, Ryuji!
Yo, Granny, I got some dates tomorrow. But, I don't have any money or anything, you know?
Oh my, is that so? You poor dear. You're such a good boy, Kiyoshi. This advance on your allowance will just be between you and me.
Come on, quit it. I told you not to call me Kiyoshi.
But it's such a beautiful name. I picked it out, you know. It was the name of a fine doctor from my home village.
Yeah, I know. That's only the 80 millionth time you've told me.
Ugh, this is not Ryuji. Never. He would never act this way, especially to an old lady. Imposter. How dare you?
Come on, hook me up already.
Oh, yes, yes. This isn't much. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Yeah, see ya.
Be careful, dear, and visit again soon.
After taking the money, the male student trotted away.
This Kiyoshi-san. I wish to speak with him further.
You know, there's actually an NPC in the mail route who is a little kid, and people theorize that it's Ryuji because the timeline kind of matches up. And he says the one line he says is "Let's run," and his eye color and hair color that tracks, and he's wearing a yellow shirt. It's a fun theory. I guess chased after Kiyoshi. I mean, he's in he's only in the mail route, and he's in Persona for the PS2 as well, but in the PS2 version, he doesn't have a talk sprite, so you can't really see him that much, so.
Kiyoshi-san, please wait.
Jeez, don't friggin' call me that.
It's in Yuko's social link, by the way.
Huh? I get senpai.
Do you know me?
Well, Doi, you're famous. I'm Kiyoshi Sakuma, Frosh. Everyone calls me Joe, so if you could just...
I would like to ask you something, Kiyoshi-san. Is that all right?
Sure.
Kiyoshi-san, do you feel lonely when you are by yourself?
Huh? What?
Your grandmother said that she is lonely because she has nobody else.
What is this, a lecture?
No, I simply wish to know. Why don't you visit your grandmother more often? Her loneliness. If you are her relative, you may have the power to alleviate it.
Nah, I'm just a grandson. But I know a lecture when I hear it. Stay out of stuff that doesn't concern you, okay?
Kiyoshi-san, have you ever considered what it means to live?
To live?
Personally, I think the bonds between people are what's most important. That is what your grandmother is slowly losing.
To live? Are you kidding? No one seriously talks like that. What more do you need out of life than to have a blast?
Having a blast?
I mean, you're happy when you're having fun, right? So hell yeah, we're allowed to be happy.
To be happy.
So what do you say, Aiga-senpai? Kotone-senpai too. If you got time, why don't we...
Thank you, Kiyoshi-san. Let's go, Kotone-san.
Huh? Wait. That's it? You really came and talked to me just to ask me that? What is this, some kind of cult? Scary, man.
Kiyoshi ran away. Be gone, false Ryuji. Do not ever try to impersonate Best Boy ever again.
I can't understand Kiyoshi-san's feelings. Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't. You banished him. You banished the false Ryuji.
I see. I wonder why is that having you reassure me that way is... Well, it makes me happy.
Aiga seems a little embarrassed.
Ever since I decided to live, I've been using words like why and how more frequently. The more time I spend with you, the more things I discover that I cannot understand. But the reason why I am not alive, it remains a stumbling block. Is this frustration? But at the same time, I feel fortunate. Although I'm not human, I enjoy a few privileges others do not. After all, I'm able to be near you, the one most precious to me. It's strange how two conflicting feelings can coexist.
You can sense Aigis' feelings for you.
To be honest, my feelings toward Kiyoshi-san are unusually harsh. Kiyoshi-san has warm, soft hands he can use to feel those precious to him. And yet he... What is this ugly feeling? I wonder, is this jealousy? Let's stop this. It isn't right. Yes, I'll stop right here. Shall we go home then?
You decide to go back to the dorm.
Sup, dude?
Hey man, let's go to Tartarus tonight. Only 11 days left. We gotta do this.
Alright, and if you talk to Junpei on all the correct days in November, this should happen. Mitsuru came into the classroom.
I'm sorry to ask so suddenly, but can you come with me? There's something we need to discuss.
You want all of us or just her?
Just her for now.
Do you wonder what she wants with just you? Regardless, you decided to follow her.
Come with me to the student council room.
Isn't it kind of weird that she'd only want to talk to her?
Probably some big, important student council business. Nah.
Maybe so, but Senpai was acting a little weird. She had that look she gets when she's keeping some terrible secret.
You worry too much. Well, if the high muckety-mucks don't need us, might as well go home.
Hey, wait a second, Junpei. According to the seating chart, if she's not here, you have to clean up for her. Have fun sweeping the hallway!
What? Where did that rule come from?
Gekkoukan High School Student Council Room. There is no one here but you and Mitsuru.
There's something you have to know. Do you remember the girl named Chidori, who was with Strega? I don't mean to alarm you, but the fact is, there's a chance that she may wake up today.
Chidori might wake up?
I know what you're going to say, and yes, we did see her die in front of our eyes. However, her body began to undergo transmogrification a few days after the incident. For the past few weeks, she's been in a state that is neither living nor dead. Truthfully, I was hesitant to bring it up. I thought it would cause undue distress if we didn't know whether she would eventually live or die. But what I wanted to talk to you about is your opinion on how to break the news to Iori. You see, she's probably...
Mitsuru's cell phone rang.
Mitsuru here. I see. Yes, I understand. That was the hospital. They say she's just awakened. It's unbelievable. But although we had confirmed her death, it seems Chidori has come back to life.
Did I hear that right?
Iori?
Chidori is... Is this a joke? Some kind of trick?
No, it's not a joke or a trick. She is currently recovering in the same hospital as before. But, Iori, she probably...
Chidori's... alive?
Junpei ran off.
Hey, Junpei, what about your cleanup duty? Jeez, what's gotten into him?
Xiaomi.
Well, I guess it's a moot point now. But perhaps it's best that he found out this way. I think I'll head to the hospital after this too. Could I ask you to come along?
You decided to go to Tatsumiya Memorial Hospital with everyone. Chidori's room at Tatsumiya Memorial Hospital. You caught up to Junpei, who was taking deep breaths outside the room, and pulled him inside.
Huh?
Chidori is sitting in bed, looking thinner than before, but with a healthy complexion.
Her damaged endocrine system and other internal organs have completely healed. She's still weak, but there's no more danger of her dying in 2 years.
Is it really you, Chidori? I'm not dreaming, am I?
Dreaming?
It's true. It is you. Chidori.
Huh? Who are you?
Huh? What?
I thought as much. Transmogrification is the proof that one lacks potential. I suspected that this might be the case.
This is Mitsuru-san and Junpei-kun. They were your friends last year.
Friends? My name is Chidori Yoshino. I'm sorry, it hasn't quite hit me yet. But it seems I don't remember any of the past few years. It's as if I was dreaming for a very long time.
Chidori. Yoshino.
It seems all of her memories after she awakened to her persona are gone. She remembers everything that happened before then. But as for you all...
Iori.
Nah, I think... it's better for her that she doesn't remember. All that stuff about fighting and pills, and you're having a nightmare. It ain't a bad thing to wake up.
I didn't say it was a nightmare. Don't put words in my mouth. It was a dream of meeting a kind, warm person at the end of a long tunnel. I can't remember it clearly, but I wanted him to be happy, and I think there were flowers. A room filled with them.
Chidori, take it easy. You don't have to force yourself to remember.
Flowers in a room. If she remembers that part clearly, then maybe... Do you remember when she'd use her power from time to time to make flowers bloom again? She'd always do it for the flowers in her room on the days when Junpei-kun would come. Any flower she touched would be mysteriously preserved. That's why I kept them all for research purposes. But after the autopsy, I put them all on her chest as a tribute.
After
And
the...
thinking back
what?
on it may have been that night that she began to transmogrify.
Power to share one's life with others. Could it be that she reclaimed the life energy she'd given to those flowers?
Well, I can't prove any of it, but compared to how she was before, she's changed. The loss of her power is part of it, but more than that.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
We were talking about how you want to live now.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Of course I want to live. I have to find the person in my dreams someday. I can't lie in this bed forever.
Supposing you do find him and meet him, what then?
That's none of your business.
Chidori!
Two hearts reunited. It's a miracle. No, it's a victory.
Chidori,
Hey, why are you crying?
I can't help it. This is seriously the happiest moment of my life.
Small surprise, huh?
You can hear sniffling from outside the hospital room. Like, what do you mean by after the autopsy?
Where have you been?
After the autopsy, yeah, Mitsuru called and was like, hey, could you perform an autopsy? Oh, wait, what? She's transmogrifying? Oh, okay. Just keep this on the down low until we know more. And then he's like, well, it seems like she might wake up, but I'm gonna perform an autopsy anyway. Like, let's cut her open. Just whatever. It won't jeopardize her chances at all. This doesn't affect anything, by the way. It's just an extra scene, and honestly, it takes up your day, so. Good boy.